we are both keepers of the culture of the talking drum. Today we have with us a rising star. Deborah, tell everybody who this wonderful person is.
We have with us today Marshall E. Conway. That's just one of many names. He will share some of his other names with us.
Yeah. Another name I have is Mr. Step Your Game Up, or W.C. Handy, Father of the Blues. Names I use while I'm writing my music.
Okay, but do you perform under all of those names, or?
Mostly Marshall E. Conway. It's just different sides to the writer inside of me. So I just named them instead of just having them as one person.
So when you start to write, do you know what person you're writing from, or do you name it after you write the piece?
It depends. A lot of my writings are not just, like I say, I sit down, I'm gonna write about this. I try to train myself to do that, but a lot of times I just spill on the page and paint the picture.
Okay.
All right. Well, Marshall, if I may call you by that name, tell me about what you do. I mean, I've seen you in many places before, and I've seen you do many things. Tell us a little bit about what you do as an artist.
Like you said, I do many things. One group, Sankofa Dance Theater, New World, many different groups, CHERYL, Afghans. I play African percussion, as well as a writer, make instrumentals, beats, songwriter, different things. I'm a performing artist, so actor, it doesn't matter.
Do it all.
We do it all. Yes.
But tell us about why you're here today. I mean, there's a project that you've been working on. Tell us a little bit more about that so that we can share it with our viewing audience.
Well, the project I've been working on is the solo project, Marshall E. Conway. This is my second CD of the year. July 30th, we have an event, and I'll be bringing out the third one. It's kind of like a series.
Tell us about your very first one. The very first one CD that you have been marketing. Are you marketing it through a recording company, or are you doing it on your own?
Nah, nobody's pushing me. I'm doing everything myself. No labels backing me. Nobody's saying, here's your studio time. I'm paying for it. Paying the cost to be the boss.
One of the songs that you have written called Uptown Girls. Tell me a little bit about that. That seems to be my favorite one on that particular series.
Uptown Girl. It's just the mind frame. It talks about the mind frame of most women in the city. I mean, just problems they may come across, or dealing with basically what I saw.
Oh, your perspective. I was getting ready to ask you about that, Omari.
But it's not just talking about one specific girl. It's Uptown Girl, period. I mean, whether that be Broadway, Gay, or Monroe, or North Avenue, wherever.
What about Upper Park Heights?
Park Heights, it doesn't matter. CHERYL, it's Uptown, Inner City Youth, Bronx, it doesn't matter.
Now, I don't know that I've heard Uptown Girls, but I'm very familiar with the piece that you do when you perform with New World. What is the name of that piece?
That's the Generation of the Crackheads, baby.
Oh, okay. Now that I like. I like that because I think it speaks a lot of truth. And a lot of times, now let me ask this question. Do you consider yourself to be a rapper?
I'm a performing artist. That falls under that.
That's different than I guess, like spoken word to music. See, I never really understood what it meant to be a rapper, or like when you see the spoken word artist sometimes, and of course you can put that to music because you do that with lyrics and everything. So I guess it doesn't really matter what category that you may fit into. I guess it's just a message, you know, it's
Definitely.
a message.
Yeah, because a lot of people do spoken word and they may talk about different things, but it's definitely the message. Like
I know that's right, and I like that.
Message.
That's crackhead. I like that.
The Generation of the Crackheads, baby.
Tell me about Marshall E. Conway. Who is this person?
Or who is he to me?
Yes.
This is the fella, or a respectable man. I hear a lot of people, or like, shall we go back to Mama Fakunle, when we talk about the hip hop or the rap scene or the rap game, a lot of people talk about thugs or being hardcore, and people really don't know what hardcore is today. And I felt by reliving Marshall, they will begin to know You know, I consider a thug someone who did not conform with the ways of society. You know, that's a thug, not just because you sell crack or can bust a gun or, you know, do different things that the street considers valuable to be, you know, street credit. You know, so I took on the name Marshall E. Conway, who was one of the forefathers of the Baltimore chapter of the Black Panther Party. Yes.
Now, Marshall, this is about your life. When I listened to your CD all the way through, I heard everything that I've known about you and even more. Tell us about your style. This is your story.
Definitely. Definitely my story. Track number 1, My Story. That's the name of that song. That's definitely dedicated to my story strictly. Now the rest of the CD is about me and life experiences that I've had, life choices that I've had, and different experiences that I've had.
And in your short 25 years of life, you have a whole lot to tell everyone.
I mean, I've done some things that maybe some people don't even know about, you know, or maybe some people do know about. That's life.
So what audience are you trying to target with your music, with your spoken word?
Target all ages, because my grandmother, she doesn't know what to listen for in hip-hop. That's why she doesn't like hip-hop. You know, if she's looking for Gil Scott Heron in hip-hop, she's not going to find that, because they were doing more so of just a spoken word or poetry over top of a drum roll or a beat, but not catching every beat.
Okay.
You know, that's what more so hip-hop is, explaining yourself or your story to every second of the beat, you know, down to the hook, the chorus, or whatever the song or topic may be about.
So if you were to describe your profession, your performing artist ability in spoken word, rhyme, hip-hop, urban word, or whatever genre you want to call it, how would you describe that to your grandmother in 2 sentences?
2 sentences. Boy, close the gate. You're running up my light bill.
And she would understand that what you meant.
She meant business when she said that.
You know, I know that's
close
right.
my gate,
You're running up my light bill.
Cut something off. You know? So, yeah.
So what's your plans for the future, Marshall? Where do you hope to take this? You said that you're marketing your CDs on your own, recording time. I noticed that there are other artists that are a part of your project. Where do you hope to take this?
Well, I mean, hope I'm really doing it, Mama Cheryl. Producing my own mixtape. That's really what I'm doing right now with the project. This is a mixtape. A lot of artists are doing it, and I'm gathering other artists from around town, as well as some of the people that were already on this CD. I had them bring me songs now. I said, well, you go, I trust your ability, your judgment. You go make a song, have it recorded, you bring it to me. The next CD, we'll just put it on. And other artists that I trust their ability and judgment, yes, will do the same. Diablo, Love Peace Project, CH Anger, aka CHERYL. He does a lot of the singing on the album. Yes.
I thought that was you singing.
No, just on some of the songs I sing, but when it gets track number 19 and number 18 and 20, that's him singing. Yes.
So overall, how is it going? How is the project going? Is it being well received?
Baltimore is dead to me. Baltimore is dead when it comes to trying to plant a seed. Baltimore is a place you come back to. It's one of those towns that, by me going a lot of places being young, you know, so I seen that a lot of places are faster, much faster paced. And Baltimore is a place that you come back and you kind of lean back. Baltimore is dead.
And why would you say that, Marshall?
I say that because I've been around. Most of the venues, people running the venues, we know them. People on the radio, not to say any names, people on the radio, we know y'all. We shake hands, you know, and they can't do anything for me more than I can do for myself if I'm trying, because they're slaves to the rhythm just as well as me, you know. They have to answer to somebody. They have to follow somebody's rules. So I said, forget that. I want to do my own thing, you know. And I have family in New York, promoters for parties. I'm in New York, Philly, DC, North Carolina, away from Baltimore, because it's dying down. But hopefully, brothers like me and sisters as well can come back and replenish and clean up the garden, you know.
So if we were to give you a mic right now, right here, right now, and you have the opportunity on the talking drum to tell the community what you need from it, what young artists need in order to blow up, if you will.
To blow up?
Yes.
Right here in Baltimore without having to leave.
Yes. I mean, what would you do differently? What would you say to the audience to try to spark support for rap artists, hip hop, spoken word, up and coming musicians who are trying to make it?
Leave Baltimore.
But if
Yeah,
you could
but the
say that
question-
right
the question
now, the question is, you have
What
the
would
mic.
you ask for here?
If I had a mic,
What would you
I
tell the
them?
Baltimore community to change?
Your view that you have to
To
be.
change the mindset of what you feel is happening now, what would you say to them in order to change the mindset, to create
I got you.
a paradigm
I
shift?
got you.
Okay. You
I
got
got
it.
you.
Okay.
Let me take a second. Boil your tap water. Teach your boys to be sons and your girls to be daughters. We can break bricks. The main focus just can't be the quarters. Love it or leave it. That's the new world order. Judge my day by the sun, not that clock, cause their time is much shorter. Back to crushing my herbs with a pestle and a mortar. Sometimes I don't wanna wake up. Wake up. If I can't begin my day with a Dutch, it's been 400 years, we still fuss over dust. Blocks we built, technically they belong to us. So I'm coming to America, saving money the Guinea way. Listen to Cosby, a millionaire saves every penny, babe. That's just a little bit. Can't keep going on it.
That was
That's
good.
wonderful.
That was good.
That's wonderful. And I mean, like, do you think that they'll get it?
The way I'm putting it, see, a lot of people, the conscious rappers usually get tied into being so conscious and so respectful when they're saying things. And a lot of times, somebody step on your shoe and they hurt your foot, you're gonna say, ouch, God dang it. You understand? Wherever you, Jesus Christ. You understand? It hurts. You understand? That's the response. And people try to act like they don't respond certain ways when they holding their head up high. You understand? You're still human, even if you're at the top of the pile, the bottom, or the middle. You know, we all human.
That's true. That's true. But Marshall, you have a lot to say.
I do.
And even though you're just giving us a tip of the iceberg,
That's it.
not even probably that much,
A Jedi mind.
but you're only giving us a tip of it. But I don't know if your message is clear to those folks that need to hear it. If you were to listen to older politicians, we're working towards things to help the adults. But we need to really help those that come behind you. And there are a lot of people who are behind you and who are watching everything you do.
Yes, they are.
Absolutely everything you do. If there was any message that you could give them, what would it be?
Study the truth. I mean, there's a lot out there. People ask me, what religion what religion do you study? The truth. And that's everything, because everything is a piece of the puzzle. Study the truth. People are going to tell you a lot of stuff. You're going to hear a lot of stuff. Read a lot of stuff. The truth.
Truth will set you free.
Yeah. Well, I want to hear that poem that you said with New World Art Ensemble.
yeah,
You said
one.
that you work with New World Art Ensemble, which is a young group of performing artists.
Yes.
And they're doing wonderful things in the community. I think that they've done a lot of work with the I Believe campaign. And when we come back from the break,
Who you with?
we're going
You
to
were.
talk about
$150, hoping the police don't surround me. I'm a king of my stance, I'm not waiting for y'all to crown me. Cause the same thing that can make you laugh can make you cry. And the same thing that make you cry can make you laugh. And the same thing that help you to live can kill you. And the same thing that can kill you can help you to live. You a scholar, before you do your stats, come to the blocks and do a bid. Run with them kids that will give a rib or leave you where you bled. And the cops take pictures black and white, faces circled in red. Called by names like Ja and Dreadhead. Down to get the spread, no problem with using the lead. Young girls got the clap between their legs. Not seeking the meds, but seeking the adventures with Bill and Ted. Monday and Tuesday is Fred. Wednesday and Thursday he's off from work, her baby father could live. The cycle repeats itself again and again and again. Welcome to the generation of the crackheads, baby. Maybe.
Excellent, excellent.
My favorite piece.
I think that that's powerful.
It is.
And again, here you are giving a message to the community, the Baltimore community. You mentioned at one time in our conversations about how people who are performing artists, how they're surviving. Do you find that they have a lot of parental support?
Some, a lot of people, it's basically they have a crew or a clique or friends, or some have managers and things like that. But Baltimore is basically known for crabs. People are trying to pull each other down. Everybody wants to be on the top. Nobody wants to share. And that's why I'm doing the project, allowing other people to come in, because I know I'm going to make it regardless. I don't know what nobody else is going to do, whether they plan to wake up or whatever. Marshall Conway is going to do it. And I don't want nobody saying that, well, he didn't come back and he didn't lend a hand, he didn't in no kind of way try to help us, because that's not what I'm about.
Well, I'm finding, Marshall, that you must be one of those many people who are out here in the community and the larger community who believe that there's room for everybody. There's room for everybody at the top, whatever their top would be.
Exactly.
And so when we talk about your style, your form of urban hip-hop, rap, poetry, tell us about how you expect to touch people and what's going to happen after you do.
It's revolution. I basically want to take them back to the mindsets that we had in the 60s, you know, okay? They're not coming to the hood and they're supporting us. I stopped drinking Coke. I stopped drinking Pepsi. I stopped going to McDonald's. You know, if that's what it takes. It's killing us anyway. You understand? Right. So I want that mindset. I mean, every corner store or liquor store is not owned by nobody who lives on that block or even that ethnic group. I'm not a racist. I'm not. But the truth, that's my religion. So, you know, I'm praying all day.
And that's not a racist. That's being
a realist.
Conscious, that's right, of what's happening. A realist, that's right,
yes.
Of what's happening. Because I said to myself, you know, I get so tired of seeing liquor stores, lottery places, chicken joints, and whatever else they may offer that we don't run. Just like you said, that we don't run. But we support and those folks that run those stores live nowhere near where the stores are. Don't even shop in them themselves. You never see anybody looking like them drive up to the beauty mart and buy packages of hair. You know, exactly. You never see that. But
the thing a lot of people don't understand, the other generation don't understand about the hip hop.
What other generation? You talking about the older,
the older
the
generation, the older generation. As we get older, is that you guys started something. Y'all sparked something that y'all don't even know. Y'all sparked us to be opening our mouths and saying the things that we're saying the way we want to say it. Y'all told us that. Y'all kept reminding us that we had that First Amendment, that freedom.
Oh God, I forgot that.
You understand? You understand? So that's why they're saying this, that, and the other, and they're getting away with it. I mean, you guys started being looser than your parents, and then you created looser children than you. Or you feel how far advanced you were than your parents. You feel like your parents were slow and not up to date on some things.
Roll back. Wait a minute.
You know how you felt. You know how you felt. You know how you felt. My mom, she don't know nothing about this.
Never said that.
But you felt it.
No, I don't know about that.
Okay.
Because I also know about the consequences of our action. That's one thing in our generation that we dealt with first and foremost was the consequences of your action. Think before you act was
That's
one of the
right.
things that we must live by and still live by today. And I think that the problem with, or not problem, but the difference in the generations is things are coming at your generation a whole lot faster and harder and hitting hard than it ever did for us. You know, but we always thought, think before you act.
Yeah.
What about the consequences? What
right.
will my parents say?
Think it all the way out. That's why I say to the end. Think it all the way out to the
All
end.
the way to the end.
That's right.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I hope that my children who are in your generation are now are thinking about everything that I've taught them, everything that their father has taught them, any other
That's right.
adult. And you also know that we come from a community where it takes a whole village to raise a child, but it also takes a whole village to keep a child sane. So you have a lot of parents out there.
Yes, I do.
There's no place that you can go that
You are not
nobody
parented.
knows.
That's right.
There are some places. But
I don't know about that.
that's just choice.
Okay.
Like choice.
Marshall, I really enjoyed your CD tremendously. And after listening, being an older person, after listening to it and really taking in every beat and every word and understanding that this was your story, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed, and I just see a lot of growth. And I think that it's a wonderful thing that you're doing, a wonderful project. I encourage everyone in the Baltimore community especially to listen to your work and to come out and see you at Poetry in the Park, Poets in the Park, excuse me, and any other venue that you have chosen to be in.
Be a part of.
Yes.
Which I plan to be a part of many this summer. It's hot outside. A lot of people going to be coming out.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
So I definitely will be out and about this summer. See you around downtown.
Powerful words that you have, and you are very eloquent with them all.
Thank you.
And I'm very, very proud of you.
As an I. And you know my favorite piece is Crackhead Generation. And I just love the truth of it. And that's what I really, I love the truth of it. So it's been a pleasure having you here with us today.
Been a pleasure.
Now, do you do any work in middle schools and high schools? Are
Yes.
you working with young people?
Yes. That's what I did. I mean, with the music, I felt being in the classroom with 32 kids, a period, was selfish for me and my knowledge, really. That's why I put it on the CD and put it to the beat, because that's what they listen to. And it's hard, you know, you listen to your mother, but you really listen to that CD you put in the radio.
That's true. That's true. So what lessons have you been teaching them when you are in a classroom with them? When you are one-on-one or in a group setting?
The children will tell you that we sit down and we learn African percussion generally. Sometimes I'll bridge it off into the hip hop, but it's more so life lessons. You know, I tell the young girls, everything is timing, like the music. You know, you cannot be a woman, you cannot be doing womanly things before your time, and you can't be offbeat and the rhythm be right.
Excellent. Excellent analogy.
You know?
And you feel very strongly that they understand that?
Oh yeah. Oh, I say good. I say I understand that. Go. But then, you know, we start, you know, they understand. It's what they want to understand.
Exactly. Exactly. So if you were to do a workshop for adults, what would it be? Older adults.
Older adults. I have them bring all their old albums and give them to me. That's what I do on my collector of oldies but goodies. I call my collection Nothing But Hits. And if you listen to the album, I incorporate some of the older music to catch your ear a little more than I guess the radio allows it. Sometimes, because they have to pay for it, and by this being a mixtape, I can do whatever I want. I have no boss. I'm my own boss. I take what I want, because I know I'm not going to sell a million copies in the hood. I know we're going to be hood rich, but that's just for now. That's just for now. That's what we have, a mixtape.
So where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now. On your TV, with a suit on, running for president. All right?
I love it.
Okay, that's right.
I love it. I really do. Now, can you tell us about any of the other artists that are on your work and your project?
Yes, we have the Love Peace Project. They're more so like alternative rockish hip hop, you know, to bring that blend of it. We have another guy, Diablo, who brings more of a street credibility with songs like The Coke is Cursed. That's one of my favorite of his. But just bringing more street credibility to the music. Then we have M. General, who adds more like a gospel or like a Southern Baptist feeling to the music, and we kind of blend it all together.
Now, you mentioned all men.
I mean, I have worked with the sisters on my first album. I did write up my hook for a sister on my first album, Kiana and Prosperity, but they're hard to get up with. The sisters like working. They don't like the hustle and the bustle of the music business. I'm sorry. I see y'all when I see y'all.
But you're not just favoring
No, I'm not. No, it's
men
nothing
on
like
your
that.
CD.
Nothing like that.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful.
Okay, why don't we ask him the service
Number, how can we reach you? If we wanted to purchase 10,000 CDs, how can we do that right now, right here?
On the email, Marshall E. Conway 6180@yahoo.com, all lowercase.
Repeat that again for us.
Marshall E. Conway 6180@yahoo.com, all lowercase letters.
Okay.
We thank you, Marshall E. Conway, for coming to the Talking Drum with Keepers of the Culture,
Thank you,
Deborah Pierce Fakunde, thank you so much.
and Cheryl Hinton.
Mama Cheryl.
And
Thank you.
it's a beautiful project that you have here, and we just wish you the most.
Can I take them out with one?
Yes,
Is that
absolutely.
cool?
It's cool with me.
News reporters' eyes see the truth, but their lips tell lies. They should get the same charges made men clipping wise guys to get recognized by the big guys, putting cocaine in our lives, giving us guns to kill boys we despise, and they set up cameras in the sky to spy. That's why with Secret Service and bulletproof cars they ride. In the hood, there's nowhere to hide, no evidence to provide. When we realize the setup, we're gonna wake up.